All right, so we got one more power up in this level, which we can't get to yet because it's up there. Not a problem though. And I guess it's that time in the playthrough where I always I just want to thank everybody for joining me. I imagine that there's a lot of well, there definitely are a lot of Let's Players and gamers out there that do this, and you know, it's always appreciated for you to take your time out of your day and watch me play a game. You know, I used to think it was so strange. You know, I always thought, like, I have games to play. I'm not sure that I can watch somebody else play a game, especially a game that I really want to play. But it's so entertaining. Like, isn't it really just, not me personally, I'm just the concept in general, like, isn't it incredibly entertaining to just sit back and have somebody else play and just relax? I don't think I need this area, by the way, but I want to beef up my gun power up, so I'm here for some strength. But yeah, it's so relaxing to just turn on a gameplay and, you know, listen to somebody just banter for a while, because that's the most important thing I think when it comes to all of this is, you know, the game itself should be interesting, but oh damn it, you know, the game itself should be interesting, and it helps to watch playthroughs of games that we find interesting. Here we go. Hold on. That thing will shoot a laser down when you pass in front of it. But it's more important to me anyway, that the people that I'm listening to play the game are interesting to listen to. You know, that's why I try and keep it going, have some conversation, you know, talk a little bit about things that are going on, you know, things that may be relevant at the time. You know, the trickiest part is talking about things that are relevant at the time of me playing it, and then the episode goes up 4 weeks later, and then you're wondering what the heck I'm talking about. You know, but that's definitely the most important thing, you know, to want to tune in, you know, click that video and not just watch a game you like, but hear people you like talking about things that you like, talking about things that are interesting to you. You know, again, I could banter on for hours, and if I'm talking about tax reform, you're going to unclick incredibly fast. Well, click unsub incredibly fast. You know, because that's, unless you're digging it, which is super cool, but you're probably not going to get a lot of that talk from me. But yeah, you got to keep it interesting. You know, I go to panels, and so, you know, the last few years, the questions you always hear are, you know, what does it take to do all of this, to do the Let's Playing, and, you know, what do people want to hear, and what are your advice and stuff like that. And I always think that be engaging is probably just the most important thing. It's, as a viewer, that's what I want. I want it to be engaging. I want to hear fun conversations, you know, things that seem relevant to me. This is pretty cool mechanic. Very Sonic the Hedgehog, having to stop and run on and move the car on those things. But yeah, like that to me is the most important thing, because I don't care how fun the game looks and how cool it looks and how great the video is. If what you've got to listen to is just boring, that's not exciting at all to watch. It's literally the opposite. You know, it's funny. I started the channel a year ago. The January of 2016, right at the beginning of the year. It was not long after MagFest, and I just remember sitting there, and I remember thinking that I would really like to get into a situation where I can do this and share it with other people. You know, I don't have a lot. That's one of my biggest drives, is that I don't have a lot of gamers right around me. There we go. So I play these cool games, and I see these awesome things, and I play these games with these great storylines, and I always think that I really, you know, other than going online, which is great, I don't have people that I can really talk to about this stuff, you know, that I can share it with. You know, one of my favorite things, I've mentioned it before with Let's Playing, is that it reminds me of when you get together with your friends and hang out all night and play games, you know. And we used to do that, and they were RPGs, you know. Only one of us was playing. You know, we were sitting there watching, but we were all engaged and involved in the story. When the puzzle solving elements came up, we all wanted to try and figure it out. You know, it was, for as much as people say gamers, you know, get out of the house and meet people, it's a very social thing. So doing this makes it social. You know, I could be sitting here very quietly in my room and not doing anything, or I can be having a conversation with you guys. Oh yeah. This one is a little, it can be a little challenging. This definitely helps if you've got all the power-ups. Yeah, see, because that happens. You know, but yeah, doing this, it feels like a hangout to me. Oh, nice. Good shot. Even I'll give it to you on that one. Okay, let's switch to the penetrator. Make it easy to kill a bunch of them at once. Oh yeah. I'm old school Mega Man, so I'm in the habit of go to the menu screen and switch your weapons. But yeah, this is like a hangout to me. You know, I look forward to being able to come here and put a game on and record. A flash bomb as a sub weapon is basically a flash grenade, but you're actually going to need it to get through some of the mini dungeons, which will help you get to some of the other power-ups. But yeah, I look forward to being able to plug up my system and, you know, play a game and share it with you guys. I like this stuff and hanging out with you, you know. So it's, to be honest, it's funny because I look at my games and I wonder what I'm gonna play, and a lot of the time they say just play whatever you want, but I don't want to play something that everybody's be bored with. You know what I mean? Like I should be playing something for me, but at the same time, I'm not just playing for me. I'm playing for you guys. I'm playing for anybody who either intentionally or accidentally clicks one of my videos and says, let's see how this guy plays. Let's see what he does and whether he, you know, what he has to say about anything. Ow. Dick. Yeah, so there's a lot of games that I really, really love, especially role-playing and strategy games. And I don't know if I want to play them here. You know, because they're going to, you know, I love, one of my favorite game of all time is Final Fantasy Tactics on the PlayStation. I am not entirely sure I would ever play that game and record it. Like, you know, play it like a Let's Play. Because that game is maxed out. I don't need those. That game it's incredibly long. Yeah, I'll get him anyway. It's incredibly long. It has, the pacing is very slow, you know, as far as the combat. So I don't feel like it would be, even if I have a lot of stuff to talk about, there's only so much I can listen. You can listen to one person just talk on and on. So ultimately, I don't know that would be for me right now, just being solo, I don't know if that would be an interesting game for people to watch. You know, there's a similar game to it called Vandal Hearts. Fantastic game. Same thing. It's shorter than Tactics, so I'm more inclined to play that. But it's the same issue. You know, it can drag on a little bit, especially the story parts, because a game like that, I wouldn't want to talk over too much. I would want to leave the story parts intact. But it might not be an interesting game to watch. So I try and do some action games, you know, something a little more medium paced. You know, this is adventure game, but it's obviously very action driven.